friends. So today we will talk about Sam Manekshaw, Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw. तो मैंने अभी मूवी देखी सैम बहादुर, तो मैं सोच रहा था कि यार एक वीडियो बनाते हैं टेलिंग मोर अबाउट हिम व्हिच वाज नॉट कवर्ड इन द मूवी। और मतलब एक्टिंग विकी कौशल की इतनी बेहतरीन है कि आपको लगेगा कि यार और थोड़ी देर और चलती मूवी एंड यू विल फील लाइक they would have added some more speeches of Sam Manekshaw that he gave in DSSC Wellington and another speech that he gave in IMA to the gentlemen cadets during the passing out parade, I guess in 1999. So today I'm going to talk about Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw's one of the speeches that he gave in Defense Service Staff College, Wellington on leadership and discipline. तो पहले मैं ये बताऊंगा कि how I got interested about him. तो during my SSB preparation, one of my friend who is currently serving in the Indian Army, he suggested me this book on Sam Manekshaw. और मैंने जब इस बुक को पढ़ा तो यार इतना बेहतरीन, मतलब और ज़्यादा आई वाज इंट्रिग्यूड टुवर्ड्स इट्स पर्सनालिटी, लाइक द ह्यूमर ही हैड, मतलब तुमको हंसा भी देंगे और उसी टाइम में आपको सिखा भी देंगे कुछ लीडरशिप लेसन्स और कुछ भी। तो आज उसी पर हम बात करेंगे। और दिस बुक वाज रिटन बाय लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल दीपेंद्र सिंह हु वाज मिलिट्री असिस्टेंट टू सैम मानेकशॉ। तो मिलिट्री असिस्टेंट वो बंदा होता है जब कोई कोई भी सोल्जर जनरल की पोस्ट पे जाता है, उसको एक असिस्टेंट मिलता है जो हमेशा उसके साथ रहता है। तो उस टाइम ये उनके साथ थे। तो ही हैज शेयर्ड ऑल द एनेक्डोट्स ऑफ विद जनरल सैम मानेकशॉ ड्यूरिंग द 1971 वॉर एंड आफ्टर दैट। सो बहुत ब्यूटीफुल बुक है ये, इसको पढ़ना जरूर अगर टाइम मिले तो। नाउ विल टॉक, हाँ, मतलब लीडरशिप एंड डिसिप्लिन की जो स्पीच थी, हाउ ही स्टार्टेड दैट स्पीच, व्हाई ही वाज गिविंग दैट स्पीच। तो उस पर वो ये कहते हैं कि मतलब जो भी इंडिया में या कुछ भी बुरा हो रहा है, उसका रीजन है कि देयर इज लैक ऑफ लीडरशिप। देयर आर नो लीडर्स, गुड लीडर्स, and that's why they are, playing blame game on each other. Rather, you take politicians or anyone or students or educational institutions or judiciaries, anywhere if there is anything wrong happening in a country, that's because of lack of leadership qualities that we as a nation fail to inculcate in our citizens. तो आगे बढ़ते हैं. So there are certain attributes that he discussed during that speech. तो हाँ, इसमें एक चीज और वो बोलते हैं कि मतलब वी आर दे पॉइंट टू जर्मनी एंड जापान एंड सिंगापुर एंड मलेशिया, जो कि हमारे टाइम पे ही उनको आज़ादी मिली थी, बट दे हैव प्रोग्रेस्ड अ लॉट. सो व्हाट वाज द रीजन बिहाइंड दैट? ऑल लीड्स टू लैक ऑफ लीडरशिप. दैट्स हाउ आई स्टार्टेड द स्पीच. और मैं उन्हीं के स्पीच में से बोलूंगा बिकॉज उनके जैसा मैं तो नहीं लिख सकता. सो आई विल रीड हिज पॉइंट्स. सो उनका ये मानना था कि यू गिव हिम अ लीडर and you give him a man with common sense and decency, he'll make a leader out of him. That's what he believed in. And first attribute that is most essential was professional knowledge and competence. A leader must have, professional knowledge in whichever field he's working. And this knowledge is acquired the hard way. Usually what happens in India is that a person who reaches a position of power, he stops his continuous learning, and which leads to which leads to lot of problems that we currently see in all the aspects of in the all areas of uh, India industry or education or political areas. Position of power, he stops his continuous learning, And professional knowledge leads to professional competence. And a person lacking professional competence cannot be a leader. To be a leader, you have to be professionally competent. For that, you have to be ready to learn new things all your life. That is the most beautiful thing that I am also trying to inculcate, but see how things goes on. This is the like most beautiful advice he gave during that time. I think he gave this speech in 1998, and he was thinking about these things at that time, at that particular age. I think he was 86 years of age, and at that time also he was learning. So you guys also start learning all your life. And second aspect was ability to make up your mind and take a decision. So he used to say that if you must be a bloody fool, be one quickly. So take a decision and be a fool quickly. Make up your mind and take a decision and accept full responsibility towards it. See, decisions are right or wrong, you get to know after you have taken action upon it. You cannot know if that was wrong or right beforehand only. You can know it after you acted upon it. And because people were not able to take a decision, that has led to exponentially cost of projects being increased. We have seen in previous governments, they were not able to expend the budget allocated to provided ministries, and due to that the cost of those projects increases exponentially. So that's what he emphasized in his speeches. And next point was absolute impartiality and justice. A leader should be you know absolute with absolute impartiality and justice. So, and no man likes punishment, but he will agree to that if it is done fairly, and if he knows anyone who does that crime gets the same punishment. And he may not like you, but will respect you for that you have done that justice, or you have taken that decision fairly. And also, nobody likes being superseded, but they will accept supersession if they know that it is being done fairly. Not because, and he continues with that, because you're not a son of a minister, that's why you'll not be getting position of power. Because you have the capability to hold that position, then on that's why you are in that position. Okay, hope you got this. Absolute impartiality and justice. And then comes moral and physical courage. A leader should have moral courage and physical courage at the same time. So moral courage, what he meant by is that ability to distinguish between right and wrong and say it to your supervisor, even if whatever will be the consequences. Say him the facts, like he did during the 1971 war, when PM Indira Gandhi asked him to, invade into Bangladesh, because there were outpouring of refugees in our country, from the eastern part. So he said, we are not prepared right now. Even if you want to, invade into the Bangladesh, you are free to. I'll resign at this moment only. So that's what a leader should do. Speak frankly, whatever the hell happens. And he says, if you show fear in front of anyone, labor, student, you must quit. As a leader, you must quit. Physical courage is essential. And he shares an anecdote, very beautiful anecdote, from his war, which I'll not, cover in this. I'll have to read that. Please comment down if you want to listen that also. Now, next thing is loyalty. So he says loyalty, it's a two-way thing. If you are expecting loyalty from somebody, you should give loyalty first, and only expect other person to give loyalty. And leadership is management of men and resources. So, and uh, with human touch and humor, you can revive the other person from his misery, sorrows, and family problems. Because people, especially soldiers, have their own problems, their family problems. If a leader is able to revive uh, those soldiers from their problems, they can fulfill their duties properly. So that should be inside a leader. This is very beautiful. And sixth point is discipline. This is very important. So he says that discipline can be defined as a conduct and behavior for living decently with one another in society. Who lays down the code of conduct for that? Not the prime minister, nor the cabinet, nor the superior officers. It is enshrined in our holy books. It is in the Bibles, the Torahs, and in the Vedas. It is in the teachings of Nanak and Muhammad. It has come down to us from the time immemorial, from father to a son, from mother to a child. So that's how like discipline is transferred, I guess. That's how we know that what is right and what is wrong. And it is very important uh, if we see as a country level, like we see people are throwing garbage on the roads or spitting on the roads. So that because they are lacking discipline in their life. That is very important. And the third, seventh point comes character. And when he talks of character, he says that when I talk of character, I don't mean just being honest, truthful, and religious. I mean something more. Knowing yourself, knowing your own faults, knowing your own weaknesses, and what little character that we have. Our friends, our fans, the yes man around us, and the sycophants help us reduce that character as well. So ये उस समय की बात कर रहे हैं जब 1971 में इन्होंने मतलब वॉर जीत ली थी और people were the yes man were comparing him with greatest generals that were ever born, like Alexander the Great, and the other one was Rommel. So वो कहते हैं कि and he started believing in that he's Alexander the Great, and then the prime minister made him field marshal and sent him to the Nilgiris. So तो यही था मतलब these are 7 attributes of leadership that he has mentioned. And if you know seriously think about it and uh, try working on try working in on inculcating these attributes in your life, we will see a lot of leaders in our country. And I'm wishing we will see more leaders like him, which I don't think we will ever see like him. But at least we can try inculcating these qualities in ourselves. Thank you. I hope you guys will you will like it. Thank you.